Okay, we are at the river again today. Haven't been here in a long time. I've been sick, haven't been anywhere in a while, but I haven't been to the river here in a long time. I was sick all last week, had the crud. You know, people say, oh, I have the flu. Nah, really, you have the crud. Lungs are all full of crap. Yeah, sound like Darth Vader on a bad day, you know. Can't breathe. I'm not sure what time it is, but I'm going to bed. It's 8:15. The chills are coming on, and when the chills come on, it's time to go to bed and sweat it out. The good news means I'll be feeling better tomorrow. Another beautiful day in paradise. I'm feeling better this morning. I spent all last night wrapped up in my blankets and was comfy. It's crazy, man. It's 85 degrees and I'm freezing. But the good news is my fever has dropped. It's down to 101. Good news. This is basically just what we call the crud. It's not like the flu. It's just lungs are congested, head stuffy, the crud. I did go ahead and look up, when I started running a fever, I did look up the symptoms of dengue fever because we are in a dengue epidemic, and a friend of mine had it recently. And you generally need hospitalization for it. Not always, but it's a good idea. And there's enough on there that this does not look like it's dengue. This is just, I'm sick. But yeah, it's really fun. It's 85 degrees. I have no fan on, no air con. I'm in a sweatshirt, long pants, big, thick, fuzzy socks. You can't even see my feet. There they are. Big, thick, fuzzy socks. And my watch cap from boot camp. Yeah, I got this like a long ass time ago. And fun. Yay. Yeah. So I'm just kind of, drinking a lot of water, living on NyQuil. NyQuil's not working. It's shocking. I have to bring my NyQuil from the US because you can't get it here. I can't find it. They should have it. There's nothing wrong in it, but I've not been able to find it here. And it's not working. I've never had NyQuil fail me, but I drink it. It doesn't clear up my lungs, and it doesn't help me sleep. I don't know. Trouble in paradise. Does this look like too large a box for only 4 pills? Yeah, it seems kind of overkill to me, too. I can't see this screen at all. I hope I'm on it. Trying to see if I can get the light. But I went out the other day. I tried to take a walk, and it felt like I was only breathing on like this much of my lungs, just kind of, and it was real raspy. People looking at me funny because I'm sure the pain and discomfort that I was feeling was being displayed on my face a lot. So, such is life. Here's a pole. Gonna lean. Every day here's 85 degrees. I was in the house, no fan, no air con, sweatshirt, woolen socks, rolled up in a blanket, shivering my ass off. I had chills. I had bad chills. It was really fun. Lasted a few days, sweated it out, fever went away. The lungs are still a little congested today, but not bad. I figured this walk ought to do me some good or throw me back in bed for another week. So far, it feels like it's doing me some good. I did check because we are in the middle of a dengue fever epidemic. I checked online just to kind of see what the symptoms are of dengue fever. And I had a fever, but it was just like I said, the crud. It was not dengue. It had a whole bunch of other stuff. The beginning part I had
which is just your normal, kind of sick. And then it went down into some stuff that I did not have. So I'm pretty sure I did not have dengue fever, just a fever. But I did double check. Speaking of epidemics, because dengue here is an epidemic, not an epidemic, but making a comeback due to popular demand out of Davao, the Davao River is infected with polio. We had that almost completely eradicated. They're down to like less than 10 cases worldwide, almost gone. And now the embassy is recommending Americans get a booster shot for their polio if they have not had one. I had my series that you get as a kid, and I finished that in, when was that, 69 or 70? It's a series you do like 3 different doses before you're 6. And then in the Navy, because I was looking through my shot records, yes, I have my shot records from birth. In boot camp, I got a polio booster. I had no idea I got one because they give you so much stuff. But I was reading my shot records. It says I do have it. It was back in '88, but you only need 1 booster as an adult. So the embassy is recommending we all get a polio update, and mine has been updated back in '88, but it's a permanent, it's a lifetime booster. So if you're here and you're considering it, figure it out, because if you were in the military, you might have already had your booster. It's a good idea to double check.
Wow, that was fun. Okay, I was sick for a week, and then it was another 3 weeks getting over it. It felt like there was just something in my lungs that would not go away. I could feel it getting better, so I wasn't overly concerned. But I've talked to some other guys, and we all kind of agree that we don't get sick as often here in the Philippines. We would get sick more back in the U.S. But when we get sick here, it's worse. It lasts longer, it's harder to get rid of, whatever it is. Now some of it, we're not sure if it's just from getting old, because none of us have gotten old before. Every day is a learning experience. Some of it's got to be the jungle. I mean, we're in the heat, humidity, bugs, dirty water. It's a mess. It's not bad here, but let's be honest, it is third world living. I will get a cut, and everyone I've talked to, a lot of guys will say they get little cuts and scrapes that just don't heal. They take forever. And as I said, some of that could be just we're getting old and don't heal like we used to, which has probably got something to do with it. But I think some of it's got to do with the environment. We're in a bugs and all kinds of stuff just grow all the time here. It's just with this moisture and humidity and dirty water and funky air, it can't be good. I get a cut, I put Neosporin on it, and it used to, heal in a day or so. There'll be, some of them take weeks. I've got some stuff that's like scarred up and not healed well, that I've had much worse cuts and scrapes before that would just heal right up. So again, is it because I'm getting old, or is it the conditions here? I don't know. But when I get sick, and I'm glad I don't get sick as often. I was sick a lot more often in the U.S. But when I get sick here, it's pretty bad, and it lasts a long time. I went back to the U.S. twice for visits, and both times I went back, I was sick while I was there. I blame the water. I don't know. I go back, I get sick. Come back here, I get better, mostly. But yeah, this was probably one of the worst I've had since I've been here. I've gotten sick a couple times, not much. A couple times the food will get you, you can't stray too far from a bathroom for a few days. You can get that anywhere. I've had that a couple times here. You get the flu-ish symptoms, like I said, it's the crud, and it'll last, a little while. This one was the worst one I had. But I could feel it getting better, so I wasn't overly concerned. But it's just something to keep in mind when you get sick here. Sometimes it just gets bad, and it just stays with you for a long time. Like I said, is it the environment? Is it age? Is it a combination? Who knows? But I'm better now. I'm glad about that. So, just thought I'd let you know. I got sick, because it happens, and I got better, which hopefully happens, because that's a good thing. So, it's all good now. Had me a couple of vacations since I filmed that. Got me another vacation coming up next week. After all these vacations, I'm going to need a rest. That's what it's all about, man. Fun, fun, fun. So, take good care of yourself, and maybe live closer to a hospital than I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh yeah, the hats. The first night I could not find my watch cap, and I had to wear my Santa's hat because it was the warmest thing I could find. Not sure which one looked better. Enjoy your day in paradise.